Hello and welcome to New Mama Vibes channel. Bathing your baby can be a fun and bonding experience, but it can also be a little intimidating for new parents. After all, babies are delicate little beings, and it can be nerve-wracking to think about submerging them in water. But with a little bit of know-how and some simple techniques, you can make bath time a safe and enjoyable experience for both you and your baby. In this video, we'll go over some tips and techniques for bathing your baby, from the gear you'll need to the best ways to keep your little one safe and comfortable. We'll also cover some common questions and concerns that many new parents have when it comes to bath time, so you can feel confident and prepared to give your baby the best possible care. So whether you're a first-time parent or just looking for some new tips to improve your baby's bath time routine, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. Step 1. Preparing for bath time. Before you begin bathing your baby, it's important to gather all the necessary supplies and make sure the room is warm and free from drafts. You'll need a clean washcloth, towel, baby soap, and a baby bathtub or basin. Fill the tub with a few inches of warm water, making sure that it's not too hot or too cold. You can test the water temperature by dipping your elbow or wrist in the water. Step 2. Undress your baby and wrap them in a towel or blanket to keep them warm. Hold them gently and support their head and neck at all times. You can place a folded towel in the bottom of the tub to provide extra support. Step 3. Washing your baby. Using a soft washcloth, gently wash your baby's face, starting with their eyes and wiping from the inside corner outwards. Use a different corner of the washcloth for each eye. Then, clean around their mouth and nose, and wash their ears with a damp cloth. Step 4. Lift your baby by their armpits and gently lower them into the water, making sure to support their head and neck. Use a cup or pitcher to pour water over their body, and use a gentle, baby-safe soap to clean their skin. Pay special attention to folds and creases, such as under their arms and behind their ears. Use a clean, damp washcloth to wipe away any soap residue. Step 5. Drying and dressing your baby. When bath time is over, gently lift your baby out of the water and wrap them in a clean, dry towel. Pat them dry, paying special attention to creases and folds. You can apply lotion or baby oil to their skin if desired. Then, dress them in clean clothes and snuggle them close. Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk about some tips and techniques for making bath time safe and enjoyable for both you and your baby. First and foremost, it's important to make sure that the water temperature is just right. A good rule of thumb is to aim for a temperature of around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius, which is similar to the temperature of your baby's body. You can test the water with a thermometer or your elbow to make sure it's not too hot or too cold. It's also important to make sure that you have all the necessary supplies on hand before you begin. This includes a mild, tear-free baby shampoo, a soft washcloth or sponge, a towel, and a clean diaper and clothes for your baby. When it comes to actually bathing your baby, there are a few techniques that can help make the process smoother. One approach is to start by washing your baby's face and neck, and then move on to their arms and legs. Be sure to pay special attention to the folds in your baby's skin, as this is where dirt and moisture can accumulate. You may also find it helpful to use one hand to support your baby's head and neck while you use the other hand to wash them. And if your baby is particularly fussy during bath time, you can try singing or talking to them in a soothing voice to help calm them down. It's important to remember that every baby is different, and what works for one may not work for another. Don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques and products to find what works best for you and your baby. Few important safety considerations to keep in mind when it comes to bathing your baby. First, never leave your baby unattended in the bath, even for a moment. Babies can drown in just a few inches of water, so it's important to keep a close eye on them at all times. Second, make sure to use a non-slip mat or pad in the tub to help prevent falls. And if you're bathing your baby in a sink or basin, be sure to keep one hand on them at all times to help prevent them from slipping or falling. Lastly, keep in mind that babies don't need to be bathed every day, as this can actually dry out their skin. A bath 2 to 3 times a week is generally sufficient, and you can always clean your baby's face, neck, and diaper area in between baths as needed. Now that you have some tips and techniques for making bath time safe and enjoyable for your baby, you can feel more confident and prepared when it comes to this important aspect of caring for your little one. In conclusion, bathing your baby can be a wonderful bonding experience, and with these tips and techniques, you can ensure that it's a safe and enjoyable one as well. Remember to always supervise your baby during bath time and never leave them unattended in the tub. With a little bit of practice, you and your baby will both look forward to bath time as a special part of your daily routine. We hope you found this video helpful, and be sure to check out our other videos for more helpful tips and tricks for taking care of your baby. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to New Mama Vibes for more parenting content. Thanks for watching.